set, ready? 10 Lobo.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hines, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11. That's the Colts first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll take that one all day long.
Yeah.
Fundamental breakdown.
You don't want none.
Defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
5.
They run with Hines. Oh, what a juke into space. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. His fourth touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the Bills now with a
Let's
first
go,
and
G.
10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped.
Way to go, defense, way to go.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Play of the drive goes
Check,
backwards.
59.
Now they come up on
3
second
buzz,
and
3
12.
buzz.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up
Incomplete.
Charles already trailing by touchdown.
Down
This
80.
offense, how
Mike is
imperative it
59.
for them to
Mike
get
to
points out of
59.
this drive?
They
Here I
feel
come.
like they have to go ahead and match because of what they're doing against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's got to start for them in this one.
Give them 11 yards that time.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 60 Outlaw.
I got him.
61 Matchbox Lights.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Check, check,
Set, go.
check.
25, check 25, check 25.
Give them 3 on
Run,
first
run,
down.
run.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's how we do, baby. Always rolling.
3 yards in a cloud of
Got it.
dust.
Mike
In this
38,
case,
Mike
it's dust
38.
covered pellets.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Let me what you got.
Speed grip. Speed grip.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Let's go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson.
Mike 38. Let's go, G. 38 to Mike.
Ready, ready.
Look to throw here. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2
Last
to go
stop.
on second down.
Last stop.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that
90
slant.
volt.
A lot of people call
Hey, we
it
got to get to the
extension
ball,
of the
team. We
running
got to
game,
get to the
and
ball.
it
Let's
can
keep
be
moving.
because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying
day.
ahead of schedule.
Tackle made.
Getting the sense, Charles, you're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so
Here we go. Here we go.
working pretty well
50
from
plant.
them. And here's the best part.
Watch the run. Watch the
The
run.
best performers
Yep.
do their
3 on
job
3.
when the lights
Motion,
come
motion,
on.
motion.
I think he likes natural
Hey,
light best.
wahoo.
38 to Mike.
Ricky, 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 Ricky. Mike 38, Mike 38. Let's go, tight end. Let's go, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
They only got
30 base.
out of that last completion.
Mike 38.
And
Watch
that
the
makes
run.
it
Watch the
2nd and
run.
9.
38 to Mike.
Shoot.
Tight down, tight down. There you go.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
And he's got it.
I think it all came together.
Here we go. Yeah.
Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 line.
Bandit.
Go.
56. 57. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Takes it in for a Colts score.
They can't hold me, coach. Let's go.
And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns in the first quarter.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's picking his way through it for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike.
The Bills come to the line to start
All
their
day.
next drive.
All day,
Already down
every
2
day,
touchdowns here in
any
the first
day.
half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play. They know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And
Easy
typically
work.
the script
It's
goes
easy work, and it's
12
coming
to
again.
25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 5 after the 5-yard
Mike
completion
50.
on first down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We can go. Watch the safety
To
creep.
the air, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 6 yards the pickup,
work,
and
boys.
that's
Let's
a
go,
first
let's go.
down.
One thing you're hoping for when you're You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Alert.
D. All day. All day. All day. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch
On
twist.
first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line. For
Yeah,
a loss of
baby.
1.
Yeah.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And
Mike,
that'll
Mike,
bring him to
check.
second and
59.
11.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Half.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And able to rip off a big chunk of
Here we go.
yardage
Here we go.
before being dropped inside
Here we go.
the 40. That one covers 29 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From Colts
Watch the
territory.
screen.
Here's a first and 10. 38. Allen gonna throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down. Losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
58. 58's the Mike.
Okay, double up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Run.
And
Run.
nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a shot of a yard that time. This man from the start actually
Yeah, let's go. So I'm talking about what?
And 12.
59.
Looks like we've got a dime
Check,
set
check,
here
59.
defensively. 6 DBs.
That's right,
in the
baby. They don't
game.
want it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. Spotted at the 87, attempt. Online, but off the crossbar.
Let's go,
No
baby.
good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Oh, yeah.
Right
And
now
here we
they're
go
saying,
again.
Let's keep this
Here we
going.
go
2 drives,
again.
2 touchdowns.
Check.
You can't
Crunch,
ask for a better
crunch,
start than that, can
crunch.
you? I mean, this is the way you
Check nine,
practice
check nine.
This is the way you rehearse it.
Now.
Right now, the call is working really well.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end.
Baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and
70,
70s.
Indy.
Yeah, the man they call
Tight,
Bambi.
double
So if
tight.
you're in that type
Four
of
down,
territory,
four down.
catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now a deep ball on second down. Incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended
Go.
receiver.
60
And it's
or.
3rd and short.
Hey, my 7. My 7.
Don't get nervous.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but it's brought down after
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and
58
10.
to Mike.
Round 80.
58 to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
You gotta get
I'm
ready,
coming.
quarterback.
Watch safety creep.
Middle. Look out.
On 1st down, this is
Run, run,
he only
run, and run
manages
it.
a couple here down to about the 30-yard line. 14
That's it,
the
baby.
score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Check 50-19.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Look out.
From the 38, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And
Step where you belong.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in
Mike.
this first half.
No, not at
Mike,
all. And I
59.
understand why they look lethargic.
Stop your whining.
They're sink, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Half.
Mike,
Get down.
59, 59.
Allen on 3rd.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up
Ready.
for first
Alert.
before he's taken down at the 29.
I got you. I got you.
This first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out. I'm coming after you.
Gonna throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bills on 3rd down.
Mike, check,
Just
check,
1 for
59.
3 thus far.
He
This
can't
is
hang.
3rd and 10.
He's not going to get that.
And again, it's Allen. And Wilson has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down.
Come on,
That sets
baby.
up a
Let's
1st and
go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very professional. And a good pass.
We got
And you
this.
know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you
50.
being in the right spot.
Yeah. Mike,
And they
58, right
connected
there.
and picked up a
I
first down.
smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that
First
offense.
and goal from about the 8. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold
Let's
coming
go.
from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Play action. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Yeah! The big boys came out to play.
I'm in here, brother.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more back coming.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
There we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Colts
Mike
come to the
seven.
line ready to start their next drive.
Watch the
They got
twist, watch the
lead
twist.
last time
Kill,
they
kill,
had to
kill.
punt it, though. What's
Turn
the
up.
key to this drive?
Kill, turn up.
Five.
Check 49, check 49. The motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Ready,
3
ready.
yards on that last
18
carry.
Gator.
Here's second and
Keep
7.
it up. Keep it up.
Hey, seam six. Seam six.
Mark 30 to go.
Here's a second and
Mark
7.
38. Y'all deep, y'all deep.
This to Hines on the drop-off.
The pass
A
on
1-yard gain.
Set, ready?
following
8
the 3-yard
read.
pickup on first down.
All day, baby.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down.
All day, baby, all day.
Across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Ready?
So from
Check
the
tight end,
36
check
now,
tight.
first and
Check
10.
tight. Right. He's tight right here.
Ready, ready.
Four down.
He's got a first
You
down
ain't going
inside the
nowhere.
midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory.
Let's go,
at
fella.
the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
On the set.
So first and 10
38.
now in Buffalo
Yeah, that's what I do.
At the 45-yard line.
Sponge.
6'6". Bullet hop. Hit it.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
To give a lot of credit to the defense on that one. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Here we go.
So after the
Set.
incompletion
10
on
Lobo.
first, now
Hey,
second and 10.
foxtrot.
Check curls.
Go.
Second and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4
Oh,
to the 41.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go now.
They'll need to get
60
to the 35
Pittsburgh.
if they want to
It's
keep
our
this
field.
drive going on third
Hey, it's
down.
our house.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard
Come on, set.
line.
60
And he's got
outlaw.
a first down.
X3.
It's a tackle
218.
made at the
Chop it.
Bills' 25.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
On the
An
double.
incomplete
Mike,
pass
38.
leads to second and
Check
10
Mike,
from
check
the
Mike.
25.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4.
Now.
We got 4.
This is Hines.
Kid 21. Kid
Brought down
21.
at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Oh,
Safeties
yeah.
and better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case,
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great.
10
and they're fun.
57.
Hey, Echo.
You don't want none.
Yeah, they
Hey,
really are.
hey, you don't want to
I know
see
that it
me.
sounds like we're taking credit away
You don't
from the
want it.
guys, and we don't mean that at all. On this one-handed catch thing, I think the gloves have to be helping.
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown. There we go.
The kicker
Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
still 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field. They will send this one away. And this will be a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check.
Buffalo offense ready to
Mike
go
is
for their
59.
next drive.
Mike to
And they
59.
wait a long time
You're
to
not
get the
done.
football back.
You're not
Probably
done.
what we're hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Good job.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here. Second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Right. Gives this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke in the
Yeah,
defender
baby.
before the next
Boom.
wave could bring him down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running
Mike's
backs can be a
59.
big part of any passing offense
D,
nowadays.
let's get that ball.
Here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And forces 4th down.
47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Colts come to the line ready to
91.
start their next drive.
Double
And they had
time.
to go a long
Double
way on their
time.
last drive.
Time.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after
On the
what they
ready.
did on the last drive,
Recon, 152 fighter.
try to cut
We
down
got
the
4.
length of
4
the
down.
drive.
3
Let's go.
to start the drive. They'll look to make it up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Line tackled there.
Ready.
And we
50.
remind you
Plant.
coming up at the half.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Big grip. Big grip.
Standing by and stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores
That's it,
from
baby.
other days.
Set. 30 base.
Here we go. Here we go.
Smooth. Ready, ready.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's got a first down as the
Let's go.
tackle
Let's do
made at
this.
the Bills' 25-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun
Ready,
watching
set.
the NFL
Mike,
now, isn't it?
38.
Because when
Watch the pass.
Hit it.
it used to be when we were kids, we'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ready.
Mike 38. Mike 38.
In
your face.
Bravo. Go.
Right here. Right here. Mike 38. Mike 38.
Watch the go.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Woo-hoo. Touchdown, baby.
T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion, is that those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Sit down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Touchdown.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to
53 is
start
the
their
mic.
next drive.
Watch the
Well, look at
screen.
the clock here. You're
Pass.
inside of a minute. Hasn't gone that way for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
5-9.
On 3rd down, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ground 80. Check. Alert. Watch the slant. Check 15. Go. Mike,
Here's
59,
Allen on
Mike,
1st and 10.
I got wide.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Yo. Mike, check. 59.
Hey, orbit.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get excited. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Allen to throw once more. And a completion to Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
Now Allen again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike 5'9". Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
There is a turnover on downs.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here comes Grant on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
It's going to be a long day.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a first and goal right around the 10-yard line.
58's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy?
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
Looking to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's get this.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get in there, Hap.
Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here.
Here I come again.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, fellas.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Allen's throw is complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Grant. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
I'm scared.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one, to me, You take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Geno Atkins got home that time. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. Ebron caught left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll drop to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reassert.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And able to find Green. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
10-2 stop. 61, match box, fight.
Slam.
He'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.